Welcome to my world. My name is Hartmut Stockter. I'm from a little town called Wilhelmshaven. It's flat lands, lots of cows. I grew up in a teacher's family and wanted to be like a little punk rocker or something. And it was a bit strange to be a punk rocker in amongst the cows, and I went a lot on bicycle trips on the flat country, and that's where my interest for landscape probably comes from. And there's so many aspects of our relation to landscape that I find interesting, and sometimes I succeed in somehow incorporating these into my art. Everybody wanted to go to Berlin and Hamburg after studying, and I thought I'd go to Greenland. But Greenland language is very complicated, so I quit after half a year. I was a bit tempted to continue studying, but didn't. I sort of liked this experience because I wanted to be an ethnologist or anthropologist, maybe, or like a scientist, a traveling scientist, explorer. I decided becoming an artist because I just thought I wasn't able to do anything else, and I went to this guy with a tie and a suit, and he was going to have a talk with me, a serious talk, and I said, "Oh, it's either postman or artist," and I thought, "Oh, he's going to say postman, that's a nice idea," but he said, how about trying becoming an artist? So I did. I have an idea first, and then when I have the idea, I find out what materials I have to use. It's usually steel, wood, rubber, brass. Sometimes I build something like devices or tools that can be used, and I like their lo-fi techniques and how they're very obvious and easy to understand what is happening. Art and life united, that you're living your art, that you're actually using the tools you're making, and you do what you preach, practice what you preach. Because I'm always talking about day trips. It's sort of one mantra of mine. I make day trip tools, and I talk about the day tripper who's my alter ego who does things. But in a way, I can't live that life really, because I'm always making the sculptures, and I don't really have the time to go on these day trips. We learned in school about sunken cities in where I come from. This is not the area where Vineta is, but there are some cities that were lost to storm flooding and all that. I was going to show the underwater immigration office, and somehow maybe this concept could be twisted so it fits this story, but I'm not sure. This is the piece that I was actually going to show in Venice. It's the underwater immigration office. This is what you see through a periscope, and the periscope itself was originally installed on a bridge. The periscope was attached to the railings so you could see underneath the bridge, and there was this box floating on the water with windows in it, and there was this miniature furniture. Because the periscope looks the wrong way, everything's turned on its head, so it would look like the furniture that here looks like it's turned upside down, but if you look through it would look as if the furniture stood the right way, and as if there was water on the ceiling, because there were these holes in the ceiling. But the idea was that the fish in this lake could stick their heads in and get an immigration permit for this lake. And for me, the project wouldn't be so much about that. It would more be like a picture for something, an allegory for something that's happening now.